everyone, welcome back to the stream. I am Evia. Yes, I'm streaming on a Saturday. We are here to start the Descent DLC. Honestly, probably finish it too. Alright. But first, as usual, war table. Everybody's done.
Worship.
Oh, this fan feels so good. Hey. Royal 16 and 100 Inquisitor points. Influence. I know that they did the parchment texture for these because it's supposed to be like that, but man, it really makes reading things hard. At least make the font either bigger or bolder. Hooray. Consequences of Blackwall's lie. Track down Samson. Hey, what's up, Caravan? Let's see. Oh. This one's just straight up only Cullen. 12 minutes? Sure. Freaking God. Sorry, ads. Well, we can't do Cullen, so I guess we'll just do Liliana with this.
Inquisitor.
Hey, Alistair. Whew, 15 hours. Good luck, girl. Yeah, why not?
Let us begin.
Oops, I forgot to do a thing. Nice. I have cookies. Let's go to the descent. What kind? Peanut butter cookies with M&Ms. I also got some double chocolate cookie dough to cook as well. Also, get ready for a long stream because I could go until 9 o'clock.
Inquisitor, the workers are almost done building a lift to the deep roads. No darkspawn trouble yet, but the earthquakes have been brutal.
I was told to meet a Shaper Volta.
She's waiting below. You won't see an Orzammar dwarf on the surface. They have rules about that.
They think they're falling into the sky.
How many quakes have there been since you arrived?
At least 3 big rumblers, and the aftershocks are nothing to sneeze at. My feet miss solid ground.
Josephine's report mentioned several lyrium mines were damaged by the quakes.
You'll see what's left of this one on your way down. From what I hear, the other mines are barely holding together.
So you haven't seen any darkspawn up here?
I sharpened my arrows just in case, but they never showed. I'm okay with that.
From your tone, I'd guess Orzammar isn't your favorite place.
I don't have an opinion. Cloud gazers like me aren't allowed in the city. The lift's ready for you. Try not to shift around, and keep back from the edge. It's a long
Maria, I
way
am now
down.
learning that I am scared of heights.
This reminds me of a story.
Shocking.
It's about an impossibly handsome dwarf and his friend who got crowned King of the Nugs.
A Nug King, really.
It's not as good as it sounds. Nugs mostly just shit on the floor and roll in it. Welcome to the deep roads.
So, the deep roads. Do you think there'll be tight spaces? Long hallways with low
If they
ceilings?
already have to bend over, let me
Possibly.
be behind you.
Why?
I'm just hoping my horns fit.
Is it me, or is this the slowest lift ever constructed?
It's better than climbing. Den.
I could do with some music. Something with a flute.
Harut, Magar, Novrik, your names will not be forgotten.
You must be Shaper Volta.
A trust Valar, Inquisitor. The Shaperate welcomes you to the Deep Roads.
You look as though you're hiding from something.
As a citizen of Orzammar, even a glimpse of your sky could cost me my position and render me castless.
Gotta love real dwarves.
Yep.
What does a Shaper do exactly?
Y'all remember
chronicles the
Orzammar
life
and
and
Origins?
times of our
Yeah, it
people.
sucked.
You're historians.
Also scholars and genealogists. Shapers preserve knowledge in the memories, an archive in Orzammar. We record memories in Lyrium to ensure they never fade. We must be meticulous in every detail.
How many dwarves have you lost?
More than we can count. The mining caste has suffered greatly. Our situation has worsened since we contacted Skyhold. The quakes collapsed this mine and shattered a seal, keeping the Darkspawn at bay. The Legion of the Dead hasn't been able to mend the broken seal, and we can't afford to lose any more lyrium.
Heck yeah, Legion!
I trust this Legion of the Dead isn't actually deceased yet.
Legally, they
Not
are.
yet, but they are ready to die. Apologies for pushing you. I fear the damage that tremor caused. Follow me to the Legion camp.
No apologies necessary. You kind of saved my life from getting squashed.
Keep your eyes open. These roads are dangerous. An ogre!
I hate the deep roads.
It's not focused on us! Now's the time to attack!
Dang it, too heavy for my mines to explode, which is really dumb, by the way.
While it's distracted!
Hey, our tank is doing his job.
Strike now!
Hey, Varric, how's it going? You hating where I am right now? You know, that's fair. It looks boring, chat, but Bull is doing his job of being the tank. And everybody, and the 3 ranged DPSs are safely out of harm's way. Doing what we do best.
Gratitude.
Just returning the favor.
If the ogre reached this point, the Legion must be overwhelmed. Let us hurry.
Did not empty my inventory before coming down here. Oops. Hopefully there'll be a merchant down here. At least in the
I will
Legion
never
camp.
get used to the stench of darkspawn. They corrupt everything, even the air. That's the broken seal ahead. It is worse than I thought.
Well, there's a camp.
Get those charges to the tunnels!
Cullen's ready to report in. Warlocks and locks.
Someone prime the sonic fuses!
We can't lose this position! Hurry!
Intercept the charges with those bastards breathing down our necks!
Clear out the dark spawn!
Particle effects! Yeah, level up.
That's got him on their heels! Keep it up! The seal's clear! Prime the charges!
Now! Set the charges!
That was fun. I love using my landmines in a group swarm like that. Hello. Hi, David Hayter.
Meet Lieutenant Wren, a veteran of the 5th Flight and one of the Legion's finest commanders.
Someone paid her to say that. Appreciate the help, Inquisitor. Collapsing that seal bought us time. Blighters had the run of these tunnels for days. Now they have a roadblock.
For such a
I think we
small
actually have to
group,
go
your
through
people
that
have held
hole.
up well.
The quakes took a lot of us. Reinforcements will be slow to arrive.
Take cover!
You heard that, yes? The rhythm in the tremors? It's clearer, stronger, more insistent.
I hear it. Doesn't prove a thing.
These quakes are not a natural disaster. They're deliberate. There's an intelligence behind them.
If something is causing them, the strength required would be incredible. What could do that?
Here we go.
I found an ancient text during an expedition with Ren last year. At the time, it was just a curiosity. But now... The text describes giant creatures, called Titans, living deep underground. They sing in the stone, shaping it. When these quakes began, I believe we heard that rhythm. I believe a Titan is causing all this destruction.
I've never heard of Titans before. What else can you tell me about them?
The text I found predated the First Blight. Its pages had mostly rotted away, and there's no mention of the Titans in Orzamar's memories.
Which tells you something.
Mysterious songs often lure people to their deaths, or to an archdemon.
This rhythm isn't a song, exactly. It sounds like air flowing through lungs.
Air that can collapse a whole mine.
Dangerous, then. But a magic unique to the deep roads might be worth investigating.
I'm here to stop earthquakes from destroying the mines. I don't care what's causing them.
A woman of action. Good. For all we know, that text you found was a bedtime story. Can't be sure until we find the source.
The rhythm I sense in the quakes is emanating from somewhere far below. The stone will lead us there.
And if it comes to a fight, that'll be our job. There's a lift at the side passage nearby. Ready when you are.
You guys can't hear me chewing on my fan, right? Unique Inquisition operations, expeditions. Woo! That shot up.
The king involved his servicer.
Heck yeah, we can sell stuff. Let's go. What is this? It's a mall? It's a horse head. Yeah, we'll give that to Cassandra. Dang. Yeah, we'll keep that. Hi! Oh man. We got the good stuff now. See, the highest I could get is 203. Current bow is 215. So at this point, it feels like no matter what I make, it's just not going to be better. Hooray! Thank you. Oh! I could just got 30 dragon bone, 20 dragon scales, and 20 dragon webbing. Oh, alright, that's cool. Sick. Oh, right. Leveled up. Slow. Impressive. I have that yet. Thur's armor? Dwarf only. Oh, poop. I'll just sell it because I don't have a dwarf warrior.
So it's true. The king and
Oh boy, we got money. Yeah. So utility damage offense. Actually, since I have money.
Watch your step. We received a shipment of invisible nugs the other day.
Oh. When I was a young lass, my father took me to the city. To watch a marching band. I think I could buy both the Grinsman's bow and the blow of the Barasad. Nope, I'm short by a lot. Son of a biscuit. Ooh, that'd be perfect for pool. This gives me 10 constitution, but 20% cooldowns. Honestly, kind of nice. Ooh, plus 10 dex. You know what? Let's just get rid of our enhanced stuff. Yeah. Sure. Honestly, at this point, we don't even really use anybody else, so... There we go. Holy crap, it's the first time I've been able to get these kinds of schematics. I sung that because we went to the Black Emporium. Alright, will these bows, the legendary variety, give me a damage boost? No, it will not. Dang it. I'll say this bow actually doesn't look all that bad. %30 focus gain. Honestly, I do like that. Alright, this will lower my HP, but I'm kind of okay with that. Oh, never mind, we'll keep this. Lotus. Alright, let's go.
We don't run into an emissary.
Oh. Now we definitely will.
I take it emissaries are bad.
Most Darkspawn are mindless killing machines, connected by the Blight. But emissaries are intelligent. And use magic.
One second, chat. I'm looking up bow schematics right now. poop. The lyrium bow is literally our best bow. And there is a Hakon bow, I just didn't get it. So this means that in order to get a better bow, we need to equip a rune to it. So I think that's where the extra damage is coming from. So we got that plus 16 fire damage. Oh god, I only have 450 gold. 51 gold.
Shrieks.
It's not what I wanted.
It had to be shrieks.
I thought you'd be used to all kinds of darkspawn.
Well, everyone's got their favorites.
I'm partial to ogres. Great racks.
Not as great as yours though.
This belonged to an exiled dwarf who was experimenting with Orlyria.
Whee! Boy, I am getting freaking influence like crazy. Okay, let's look at these runes. 50 damage against corrupted. Against Red Templars and Darkspawn. Humanoids, beasts, and animals. Okay, so superb is better than master. So if we want a better bow, chat, I need 6 pure fire essences. Can I buy those? Nope. Oh 314. We can get 2 more points of defense. What do you think, chat? Should we make this to get 2 more points of defense? Or is it just not worth it? Dread. Not worth it. Yeah. I think until we get enough to make a new bow, our defensive armor, our armor is probably the best it's just going to be. Hang on, I'm looking up where I can find pure fire essences real quick. So it's in, I could buy it when I'm in the Trespasser DLC. Or I just find a bunch of rage demons. So this bow, our in-game bow. Oh, got the barrels back.
This door. There's something strange about it. Looks like our construction, but...
It It's missing gears.
We have to find them. It's our only way through. That gear will fit the door. Keep an eye out for others.
This gear is warm to the touch. Strange.
I don't recognize that metal. But we should only need one more.
Oh, hey, look, an emissary. You really did run into one.
We have enough of these odd gears. Let's head back to the door.
What the sod is that?
Ren, I'm sorry about Bernat. You served with him a long time.
It's never easy to lose a member of your company.
It was quick. And Bernat returned to the stone with honor. We should all be so lucky.
It's all right to be upset.
I'm too old to be upset.
Sure thing, Solid Snake. Thanks, Bull. That was it? Just a mug?
Did that messenger who came through camp have any news about Orzammar? The food shortage?
More riots. There's unrest from Dust Town to the Diamond Quarters.
Can't have the Deep Lords going hungry.
I made sure your mother and brother are safe.
It wasn't necessary.
You're welcome.
Elder's Towers. Big cannot cover small. Left moves right, piece by piece. They'll never know. They'll never find what happens when the towers move. I found it, but I have no need of it anymore. Bada boom, bada
A
bang.
lyrium-addled mind would hide secrets behind such madness.
See, chat? I'm smart-ish. Alright, what's in the box? Not much. I mean, it's a simple puzzle. Honestly, maybe I'll use it.
It's open. Keep any gears we find. We may need more. And if we don't, I want to study them. Whatever they're made of wasn't mine down here.
Hee hee. Tee hee.
The rhythm in the tremors. It echoes through the stone. This way. Another strange door. Who put these here? And why?
Oh, never
This
mind.
one uses a different kind of gear from the others.
We don't have to open it. My stone sense leads the other way. Though I am curious to see the other side.
Doors are meant to be open, Ed boy.
That scar on your nose is new.
Yeah. Fell out of bed.
You sleep on the ground.
Surprised me too.
I fell out of bed. Sleep with the floor. Oh! Goody. Boom! Hi. Hey guys, I found a brain. Why? I don't know. Why are you keeping it? Study it, I guess. Or he somehow turns into a mind flayer and just eats it. Oh, I found a heart to go with the brain.
This Grey Warden had a map. Could be important.
He means that as a compliment.
You're famous, even down here. Is it true you killed a dragon?
Several.
You haven't lived till you felt their wings pulling you in.
I can't even imagine. Tell me about their teeth. I've heard they don't all breathe fire.
Correct.
And their scales have different colors and patterns.
Yep.
Careful, Ren. I believe you're drooling.
Hey man, dragons are great. Like, if there's one thing that most of humanity can agree on, is that dragons are really cool. Oh, he beefy boy. What the fudge? Okay. Oh, that happened. Oh, now he's back. That was weird. No, ogre's dead. That was a weird ogre fight. By the way, I'd say fix your game, but at this point I've been saying it since 2014.
There's nothing left of them. Can't even tell who they were.
I'm sorry, Ren.
This is why we have dog
Join the
tags.
Legion knowing you're already dead. You don't fear the killing blow. We rest in the stone and pass our strength back to her. That's our reward. The Darkspawn. Defile these soldiers. They can't return to the stone. They'd only weaken her.
There must be some way to lay them to rest with honor.
We can burn the remains.
Aye. That's all we can do.
I feel like this should be a good place for a camp.
Look at that, Ren. Could this be Hedron?
Darkspawn all over it. You can see their torches.
Even Darkspawn appreciate a little mood lighting.
We're getting close to something.
Aye. Fight of our lives.
Upper bridge. So how's everybody doing today, chat? Somebody love me. Make somebody love me. Oh yeah? Which games were those?
Keep your mouth closed when fighting Darkspawn. Their blood's poison.
Thanks for the warning.
There was this Carter boy, Vaughn, who joined the Legion around the same time I did. Fast with daggers. Could poke 50 holes in a Hurlock before the Blighter knew what happened. Daggers are messy. Vaughn swallowed some spatter. Took him 3 days to die.
We need to work on your stories, Grizzly.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, guys. We need to have some we need to have a chat about your structural building, cuz this makes 0 sense. And what was BG3? Nice. I feel like Dragon Age was probably up there too.
One down!
Four Bloodstone Ancient Gears. I found one. Undertale was 2. I'm sure Endless was like that. Undertale is weird because I never played it, but all I hear about is that it's either really good or it's really awful. So I'm like, I don't understand. What's the difference? I mean, which is it? Is it good? Is it bad? Do I have a desire to play it? No, not really. Also, the fact that it's been around since freaking Heaven's Ward for FF14. Really impressive. Hey, I found it. Hello, Spoders! Bye-bye, Spoders. Or just honorable mentions. That's fair. Like, yeah, your choices can change some things, but not the entire game. This disgusts me. Why is this a nice flat platform, but not this? I don't understand. Guys! Or he just calls it the construction people. Okay, listen. This just pulls up a picture of what they built. What does this do? Why did you do this? Please explain. Asleep. Yeah, forever. Ah, yes. I've heard that. On Angry Joe when he was reviewing No Man's Sky when it first came out. Nowadays, No Man's Sky is apparently really amazing from what I've heard. So that's good. Good Sean Murray for not giving up on it. I don't even know what it was that I picked up on a treasure chest. What the fuck was that? Torian's dragon statuettes, plate, and 200 gold. Oh god! I nearly fell off. Why didn't you guys install handrails? Not enough wood. Why not enough wood? Is it because you built that monstrosity? Jesus Christ, man. This is not up to OSHA standards. We lost 5 men. I bet I know why. I'm just poking fun of it. I'm sure they worked very hard and they did everything they could in order to make the system that they have devised. But my god, it's a nice looking bed. Is that a hunk of cheese? I'll praise the Nug King. Sate his appetite with cheese. Older is better.
Why is this here? Perhaps there's a use for it.
Varric was not kidding about the Nug King. I don't know whether to be surprised or concerned. Both, probably. I'm surprisingly concerned. There we go. Played it, it was definitely good, but there are games that you liked more. That's fair. One thing that I've been seeing a lot is just people saying that certain games can't coexist with other games, and it's just like, yes, they can. It's fine. It's called a good it's called competition, healthy competition. If you have something that is as good as a competitor, then that means, hey, maybe we should do some stuff and make our product better in the next iteration. That's why I don't really have an issue with that's a pretty bow. God, that damage is awful though. Like, I stopped having an issue with Palworld for a long time now. I just don't really care for their designs or their monsters. That's it. But yeah. Not to mention, if you think about it, a lot of the games, kind of the same thing. Mostly open world video games. They're very similar. Very, very similar. Stuff's that potions. That's a lot of cucumbers. That's a lot of cucumbers. Holy crap. Yeah, so when people are like, oh man, Ubisoft's open world games like Assassin's Creed these days and Far Cry are like super similar, I'm just like, yeah, guess what? Pretty similar to a lot of other open world games. Yes, even you, Witcher 3. You wander around, find fast travel points, and then you just fast travel from then on.
Lost a good soldier in the roads once. She fell down a hole. Found her 3 days later.
He loves this story.
She spent a whole day telling us all the strange things she saw while lost. A golden longboat floating in the air. Packs of hairless children hunting nugs. A giant skeleton on a throne.
Was it true?
Never found out. She woke up the next day. Couldn't remember any of it.
Farrick's right, you need better stories. Oh, I got a lot of money. I can actually buy some crafting materials. So I can make tonics and bombs. Refill up my jar of bees. Either way, you understand what I'm trying to get at. So a lot of games these days are very similar in terms of structure. If anything, I think Kojima actually called it out too recently. Heck, I heard people say that Forspoken's open world was boring and empty. I'm like, did you not pay attention to the story? They straight up tell you why the world is empty. I will say, traversal, really fun in that game. Definitely need to play it more. The downside is that it just kind of kept crashing. Kind of. Like it's weird because it kept crashing, and in order for me to play it again, I'd have to reinstall it. I'm like, oh. I need 2 more gears. For the 3rd gate.
Have a look at this.
1 more gear for this gate. Yeah, exactly. Oh. Found a gear. The best way is how you present it, I feel.
lost my leg to a hurlock a few years back. Left a nasty scar.
How'd you get away?
Kicked her with the other leg.
Good man.
Seriously, keep your guard up. You'll use your tongue as jewelry.
I'll remember that.
Even worse if you're a woman, because then they'll probably turn you into a brood mother. Ugh. As Art of Maria, I do not wish to have.
I've heard encouraging things about your progress topside. That you're bringing order to the chaos.
That's what they tell me.
Trying. The Defensive Force focus open world failings reminds me of them where heroes supposed to have names. Well, I played the Deadpool game. I didn't particularly like it. I actually, honestly, it's one of the few games where I rage quit. My buddy Hyperion was over. I just said, screw this. I'm sick of this. Here, you take it. Have at it. Can we just go in a circle? So what's the point of opening up that door then? And I just watched him beat the game. It wasn't terrible, but it was definitely aggravating and frustrating. Nolan North did a fantastic job as Deadpool, though. Like, 10-10. A lot of gears. Holy crap. I mean, having the world empty does not mean that the world can't be interesting or uninteresting. I will say that. But it's just like, what do you mean by interesting world? Like, how do you want the world to be interesting? Do you want it to be like FF14, where there's a bunch of random fates to do? Because I'm going to tell you this right now. Those aren't really done very often.
Lost caravan. It may have been down here for centuries. I wonder if anything's left.
Smash.
These goods are amazingly well preserved.
Yeah, like world events in FF14, aka Fates. Not a lot of people do them. They only do them if they have to. The bicolored gemstones being added in Shadowbringers really helped, but once you get all the rewards, you just don't do them anymore. When it comes to relic weapons, it's just like, alright, what do we want? More fates. Okay! Here's this giant zone. Go do these fates. It was like that in Eureka, it was like that in Bosnia, and now it's like that in the new one called Occult Crescent, which I have yet to do. done a little bit, but I haven't done all of it. And I remember I need like 91 demi atmon. I'm just like, do I want to do this? And the answer to that is yes, because I've seen the relic weapons and they honestly look really nice at this first stage.
Came down here during the Blight.
Cardall met the Warden, but I never had the pleasure.
Do you often see Grey Wardens?
From time to time. They're a good bunch. Tough in a fight. Fearless.
5 bloodstained gears. That's why when Ghost of Tsushima came out, people were like, "Oh my god, we love the world exploration in this." And I'm like, yeah, you know what? Bad news for you. It's still a straight, right, plain old open world game with open worldness to it. It was just done in a way that was different. Which isn't bad. I did like the exploration style for Ghost of Tsushima. But I'm not gonna lie, I honestly don't really have a desire to replay that game. Will I be getting Ghost of Yotei? Yeah, but not when it comes out because I can't afford it. Again, there are various other games that I would, 1, like to finish, and 2, would like to buy first. Like the Team Ninja trio that I had to miss out on, which includes Strangers of Paradise, Wo Long, and Rise of the Rodin. I'd love to have those games. I love Neo 1 and Neo 2, and those are just a little bit more Neo done better. You're different. And I am all for that. I played the demo to Wo Long! Sorry, did not see that hole! I played the demo to Wo Long, it was great. I played the demo to Strangers of Paradise, it was also great. A little sticky, pretty good. Central Bridge. I'll have to come back down here. Sweet. There's not a door. This bridge finished. Let's go do that. We're doing a lot of warping back to base camp, chat.
The Inquisition is on everyone's lips. Even the Assembly has taken an interest. I'm told King Balin wished to meet you personally, but the Deshers talked him down. The earthquakes present too great a risk. When the previous king died, Orzammar nearly fell apart.
Thanks for the insight, Shaper.
You
My
were
pleasure,
there.
Inquisitor.
We'll speak another time.
Also, Hero Frodo mentioned, let's go. Let's craft materials. Okay. It's not dang it. I gotta say, chat, I need to make a list. I need to make a list of all the games that I would like to play. For PS5, Switch, PC. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I don't really want to buy, I don't really have a need to buy both PS2 and 360 games anymore. So, those aren't being increased. I don't need to buy any PS1 games either. I'm good for that. Honestly, same with PSP. Don't really need to buy any of those anymore either. Unless I buy Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. I have it digitally, not through acceptable means. Did it with Persona 3 Portable, but yeah. There's a lot that I want, but I have other responsibilities. Can we cross this? Yes. You think they would have fixed the hole, but guess not. So chat, what games do you think I should invest in? I know I want the Xenoblade series for the Switch. But that's not until after I finish Xenogears and Xenosaga, and that's going to take a while. A very long while. I don't know how long Veilguard is, but as of right now, there's no DLC for it, so... Once we finish that game, I'll probably... might move on to something for Friday. I know I need to finish Pokemon Scarlet. I've been kind of holding off on that. Because one, break from open world games. Two, I kind of want to finish it on my other profile first. As of right now, I can fight the Elite Four for Blueberry Academy. I would love to finish its Pokédex too, and I can up to a certain point because there's 2 Pokemon that I need to have, Iron Crown and Iron Boulder. The downside is that the people who I know that have Violet don't have the DLC. And they have 0 intentions on buying the DLC, so I feel like I'm a little screwed on that. That's the reason why if I do buy a Switch 2 in the future, I will probably be buying Violet as well. And yes, I'll probably be buying the DLC too. That way I can finally finish the Pokédex. None of you are a gear. I need another gear. Oh, hi, Shriek. NSO, what's that? Nintendo Switch Online, I'm assuming? That's the thing, I'm really not super big on old games. Like, yeah, I enjoy playing them, but only really the ones that I'm interested in. And believe it or not, it's really not a lot. Like, I know people are like, oh my god, we love Crash Bandicoot. We want more Crash Bandicoot. And I'm just like, I don't care, because I never played it. Yeah, that was right. See, believe it or not, chat, here's the thing. Growing up, didn't really have a lot of money. My first game, technically game system. Sweet. Another gear. Well, it's a Game Boy Color with Pokemon Silver. Older siblings' first game, Game Boy Color, Pokemon Gold. Both got it at the same time. After that, I think it was a DBZ card game. Card game is used very loosely, but yeah, that's pretty much what it was. Hi.
That explains the stench.
Good bang for your buck. Yeah, that's fine. I might check it out, because there are some games that I just should try. I never really got into the Legend of Zelda series. Heck, my first Legend of Zelda game was, Link's Awakening for the Game Boy Color. After that was Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons, both of which I have not beaten at all, which are on my 3DS. I managed to snag those on the Virtual Console before the internet went down, which, by the way, do not talk to me about how freaking annoying it was in order to buy those. It was rough, but I figured it out. Yeah, never really did Zelda. I could literally count on one hand how many Zelda games I've beaten. Link's Awakening and Phantom Hourglass. That's it. I enjoyed both Link's Awakening and Phantom Hourglass, and I would love to get the remake for not Phantom Hourglass, Link's Awakening, because the art style looks super cute. Love it. Definitely brings back memories that can be good and bad. Five. Dang it. I think I'm one short. Is there another door that needed it? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Find that gear. But, I also had a Monsters, Inc. game for the Game Boy Color, which was surprisingly pretty good. I don't have that anymore because I lent it to somebody in middle school and he moved to Florida with it. So that sucked. I don't think I've been here. Aha!
We need to go deeper.
Only way down from here is falling. Not keen on that.
I'd also like to avoid falling if we're counting votes.
There has to be another way.
Yeah, those were also Pokemon Crystal for Game Boy Color as well. Those were really the only games I had on my Game Boy Color. After that, then my mom met my first stepdad online through a I don't know how to describe it. I wouldn't call it a gambling site because it wasn't ish. It was called Pogo. So she met him through that, and you could probably say, oh, in order to gain favor for us, which, you know, whenever someone wants to be a stepdad, they have to get kids to like him. Or, well, step-parent in general. Got us a PS2, and it came with Simpsons Road Rage. Now, my mom took the ESRB ratings not so much as seriously, but she followed them. And she knew what The Simpsons were. We never were allowed to watch The Simpsons growing up. This is back in the 90s, very early 2000s. Probably early 2000s at this point. So I was like 3rd or 4th grade. So yeah, very young. She didn't like us. She didn't want us watching Simpsons, Family Guy, American Dad, all those kind of shows, which I don't mind. These days, I have seen some clips of them. I'm like, okay, I could see how this could be funny. I can also see how this isn't really geared towards small children. Thanks, Mom. There was some wrestling she would let us watch, but not all certain wrestling as well, due to quote-unquote violence. You also have to remember, she also didn't like us watching Power Rangers because it was violent. Totally fine with Dragon Ball Z, and I think the reason at this point is because Dragon Ball Z, you can clearly see that it's a cartoon. No, it was anime. It's an anime. It's not real. Power Rangers, live action, bit more real. And me and my older sibling, Glitch, they like to roughhouse a bit. So, potentially, quote unquote, not such a great influence. So she probably thought that, oh, their brains can understand, hey, this is cartoon, not real. Good. Live action, not so much. We still watched Power Rangers without her knowing, though. We just went across the street to my cousin's house and watched Mighty Morphin Power Rangers on VHS. Heck yeah. But yeah, so our first console was the PS2. We didn't really have a Nintendo console outside of our Game Boy Color. My cousin did. We did play it every now and then, but it was mostly for Mario Kart. And even then, our cousin was kind of a dick. I haven't met him in several years, so I'm sure he's much better, but growing up, nah, he was a bit of a jerk. We were kids, we were mostly all jerks. Thanks, cousin, for holding me down underwater or sitting on top of me. You know, typical cousin shenaniganry. But, so yeah, he had the Nintendo, he also had the Xbox. We had the PS2, we had Simpsons Road Rage, Mom didn't like that, so she bought us 2 other games instead. She got us Freak Style, which is a motocross racing game, which I think I still have. I don't think I have it anymore. Maybe? Hang on. Now I'm curious. No. I do not have Freak Style. But it was essentially just a little over-the-top motocross game. Pretty fun. Liked it. We also had some computers, but it was mostly for Mom for her job, and when she was on it, she only played NASCAR racing and Pogo, which is a bunch of other games like pool. When we played games on a computer, it was mostly learning games with Sesame Street, which is fine. One really bad Need for Speed game, and an M&M's game, which was the bane of our existence. So besides Freakstyle, she bought us a PlayStation 1 game. Did not know that it needed a completely separate different memory card. Digimon World 3. That one I still have. That is another game that made me rage quit. I would like to finish that game one day. But it got really stupid. So because of that, those were the games I had growing up. And to be perfectly honest, those 3 PS2 games were the only ones we've played until we moved up to where I currently live. Because before, I used to live in the country. The boondocks. No saints. We lived in a very small town. The nearest school was a good 30-minute drive by car, probably, to an hour-long drive by bus, probably, give or take. If we wanted to go to Walmart, that was an entire day trip. Wanted to go grocery shopping, that was a half-a-day trip. If we wanted to have fun, we would go outside and play. We had a very large yard. We had a swing set with slide, metal slide, fun in summer, to tell you. Oof. Ouchies. A tire swing attached to one of 2 very large pecan trees, which, fun fact, the one with the tire swing got struck by lightning not once but twice. And started producing really large pecans. And I kid you not, a pile of dirt. Our form of entertainment was riding our bikes on the property, which again, really big property because we had a lot of fields behind our house and to the side of our house. We didn't really go to the side, but we went to the one behind us. We had something called farm paths, and they actually went to, I kid you not, a street literally called Blood Street. I don't remember its actual name. I think it might be James, but everyone called it Blood Street, so that's what I know it as. One went there, another went to our garden. We put a lot of cops and robbers on bikes. Very painful. And we played in our dirt pile with my Tonka trucks. So growing up, I was actually a lot more active than I am now. Yes, sometimes we went fishing, and yes, sometimes we went hunting. I did not like hunting. I liked fishing, though. But once Mom and Dad were divorced, we didn't do much of that anymore. But, oh, also, we went to the place where my dad was staying with a family friend. His son had a GameCube, and that's basically what we played, but even then we rarely played it. We were mostly there for Adult Swim. We stayed up really late Saturday nights in order to watch cartoons and anime like Yu Yu Hakusho, and then we passed out in church in the morning. Well, I did. Which is fine. I'm not really too big on that. But anyways, so we didn't increase our video game repertoire until we moved up to Wisconsin. When that happened, I got Gran Turismo 3. I got a bunch of racing games. I liked freestyle. I wanted more racing games, so I got racing games. I got Corvette, which is basically nothing, or all cars are all Corvettes. A truck racing game, which I no longer have. And Gran Turismo 3, which I also still have, which is a racing simulator. Glitch got, my older sibling got Final Fantasy X and Kingdom Hearts 2. Right, we didn't start with Kingdom Hearts 1, we got Kingdom Hearts 2 first. We liked Kingdom Hearts 2. Final Fantasy X, actually I think that was my little sister's. Someone got FF10. We didn't really mesh vibe with it. We didn't particularly like it. Yeah, so technically Final Fantasy X was the first Final Fantasy game I ever got. Kind of. I didn't own it. It was an adjacent. Because when we moved up here with stepdad, things happened and then I proceeded to more or less get grounded for 4 years straight. So I couldn't really play anything. Got a Game Boy Advance. Oh, that's cool. Unfortunately, I didn't really get a lot of games for the Game Boy Advance because I was never allowed to play it because I was always grounded. That's not here nor there. For the Game Boy Advance games, little sister got Ruby and or Sapphire for Pokemon, Sword of Mana. Older sibling got Final Fantasies 1 and 2. I didn't get anything. Oh, a little sister also got Pokemon Red Rescue Team. Again, I didn't get a lot of games growing up. I got Final Fantasy IV by... I don't know how I know how I got it, but I don't know why I was able to allow to keep it. I borrowed it from someone at my middle school. Things happened and I just wound up keeping it. And then it became the first game that I actually beat for Final Fantasy. Then we got a bunch of other games like Final Fantasy 7 and 8 through yard sales. Let's go. And then when we left and I started high school, that was when I first got my first rated M game, which was Catherine. And I think maybe Batman Arkham City? I don't know anymore. And after that, it basically just expanded from there. Yeah, I didn't own my first rated M game till I was in high school freshman year. I have seen my older sibling play a rated M game in Devil May Cry 1 and 2, but that was it. All I really had to go off on was Need for Speed Most Wanted, which technically isn't mine. It was my former step-cousin's. Well, he never asked for it back, so I guess it's mine now. It was like a decade ago. Actually, more, because I would have been 22 a decade ago. So, a lot of the games that a lot of people are quote-unquote nostalgic for, I never had. So I really don't understand how people are nostalgic for these games, because I never played them. And because of that, I don't really have a desire to go back to the quote-unquote old classic titles. Like Sonic. Never played a Sonic game. Not true. I've played a Sonic game. I don't know which Sonic game. It was for GameCube. I didn't own the Sonic game, so I never really had it. I didn't grow up with it. Same with a lot of platformers. I had a Mario game. It wasn't mine, it was my little sister's, and it was a Game Boy game. That's why, to me, I would never really hate Pokemon, because it was not only the first game, but also got me through a lot of rough times. Same with Final Fantasy. But it's like, oh, have you ever played Dragon Quest? No, I haven't. Dragon Quest Builders 2 was the first Dragon Quest game I played and completed. I had one for the DS, but I sold it to my buddy Hyperion because it was just not my thing. I would love to play 11 though. So that's why my games are a little skewed. Anyways, rant over. Feel free to chastise me if you want. If not, thank you. This screams trap.
More on the lyrium experiments. Looks like his results were inconclusive.
Is that it? That's lame. So yeah, that's probably why I just don't really react to a lot of video, like, why I have zero desire to see certain games being remade or continued. Probably thinking, oh, but Evie, maybe you could actually use those and get into them. It's like, I'm gonna be honest, I just don't have the desire. Would I play the new Legend of Zelda games, Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild? I'm gonna be honest, not really. To me, Tears of the Kingdom just feels like, hey, look what we can do with the building mechanics. Ain't it cool? Okay, is there anything else that you can give to this game for substance besides that? Because honestly, that's all I've really seen on it. No. Huh. I'm also not really a huge fan of the graphical design for the color palette. With like the whole washed out pastel look feel to it. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet did the same thing, and after playing Sword and Shield again after a long time, I kind of prefer the coloration to that a lot more. That's a lot of fire. And Darkspawn. I've never liked my landmines more than I have now in this instance. Oh, I love this music. It's not over the top, but it still sounds epic. Oh, big boy. Didn't mean for that to happen. Whoopsie! I just have 14 to myself. Yo, it sucked if my mic was off there an entire stick. Oh, awesome. You know, I thought the stealth ability would be pointless on an archer, but it's honestly been pretty darn good. Fire. Shoot! Bull is right though, they do have great racks. Just sucks that they're, you know, dark spawn. Man, that cooldown amulet for my explosive shots really nice.
Cut it down and they're done.
Whoa, that went all over the place.
Don't let that emissary leader control the battle. This is our fight.
Let's go. Sun is soft. Good job, guys. Killing me softly. Lower bridge. Probably get the second camp unlocked first before exploring. You're unlocking that one. Be a lot less hassle to travel. If I could just warp there. Words hard English. Oh my god, Evia. Four bloodstained ancient gears. Goody goody gumdrops. And there are no gears around here. I was about to say, it's like, man, it's nice that fire doesn't hurt me. Takes damage. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Still take damage, which makes sense. Okay, I did come from here. Good fight. I don't think I mind waves of enemies so long as it's done similar to like this epic. Why am I always pulsing? To find the gears. I need 4 or 5. Cobwebs. Must be spooters. Yep. Last tree. Oh, that ain't good.
So that's how the lyrium experiments ended.
Probably for the best. Well, we got 1 gear, so that's good. I'm going to assume that there are others are after we get that bridge fixed. So I guess let's get this camp unlocked then.
That's the last of those, Darkspawn. Region's in your debt, Inquisitor.
Look at this, Ren. It's ancient. Maybe 1,000 years old.
Any idea who built it or why?
This Tig is on top of a lyrium mine. According to the memories, the mine was destroyed by some unexplained disaster. The miners must have used this lift to reach the lower levels.
I'm starting to see a trend.
If there is a titan causing earthquakes, it's down there.
I found this book with the emissary. The pages are mostly ruined, but a few are readable. See this line? I awoke to the singing stone. Our kingdom trembled at the Titan's hymn.
How can we be sure what the book says is true?
We shouldn't force connections that don't exist.
Perhaps this will change your mind. Look here. It's the royal seal of Orsec Garal.
King Orsec Garal? That book belonged to a paragon? Maybe you are onto something, Volta.
Of course you'd take a dead man's word over mine. Always the traditionalist.
Hey, challenging tradition lost you a cushy position in Orzammar.
Does a king's book mean that much to you, Ren?
Paragons are the best of our people. They
Looks
don't
like
hand that title
Bronco.
out to just anyone. Not even a king. Knowing it was Garal's book from the start would have saved us an argument.
As if you'd ever avoid an argument.
What does he mean you lost your position? I thought you were a Shaper.
Not all Shapers have the same duties. Mine were adjusted. When my superiors ordered me to remove an official record from the memories, I declined. We decided it would be best if I served the Shaperate here, finding history instead of recording it.
The Shaperate can erase official records. Aren't the memories permanent?
Sometimes erasing records is
I like
standard
Maria's
procedure.
tattoos.
If a dwarf becomes castless, they're struck from the memories. But I was asked to change a fact that someone important merely found inconvenient.
Understandable. Yesterday's all the rage is today's embarrassment.
It takes courage to challenge authority.
Hey, Andre, what's up?
I
Yes,
suppose you would know.
The Descent.
Some believe the past is what we make it. But we gain nothing from ignoring mistakes.
I'm sorry I brought it up. The earthquakes are what matters. I don't know where this lift leads, but we're about to find out the hard way. Get ready.
It's fine. You're a master of CQC, right, Ren? Okay. I like to point out, I never played a Metal Gear Solid game. Actually, I never really played a Konami game outside of Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm so bland and boring. Alright, construction crew, let's see how well you did on this job. Still no railings. Gotta deduct points. Darn, there's another one. I need so many gears. What do I need for this one? 4. I need How many? Yes. 8. 6 left. Where is this? Why? Alright. Construction crew? Why? You do not need to make an entire rectangular prism in order to have this work the way you want it to work. Ugh, you have wasted resources. We're gonna have to decrease your budget now. I know wood is plentiful, but you're wasting it. That's death. I want to say that I could probably make that, but I don't really think there's anything over there. Alright, I have a stupid idea. Yahoo! Freaking nailed it! Oh. It's just a supply cache. Oh, fudge. I'm gonna do this again. Dang it. Oh, it just leads to that door, never mind. Was that thing laughing at me? Because if so, yeah, I deserve that. I don't see any more gears on this level, so I guess we just have to go deeper. Listen, the ability takes no stamina. Cooldown is instant because I'm not in combat. It's just another form of travel. You missed it, Andre. I used that back jump shot and I jumped in battle and I jumped off the bridge and died. Ah yes, classic Dragoon Red Mage from FF14. Here's in this area. It is big. Where's my horse here? Go. Oops. God. Why? Why is jump linked to the confirm button? Why do you do BioWare? Son of a gun, I need 13? Man. I'm now upset. Summerstone. I did not read that as Summerstone, I read it as Spindly Sponge. So, listen, even I don't know half the time. I'm fairly certain I'm not dyslexic, so I would have probably known by now. I just tend to misread things before my brain can process it properly. Oh, I don't see any gears. I found another... Ooh, excuse me. I found another door. No idea where one broken knees is at, so I guess we just head on down. That was a mistake. You're welcome. Yes, deep brass instruments. How am I missing so many gears in the other place?
What was that?
What was what?
Something moved. There. Light a torch.
So I can see us coming? Just stay close.
Yeah, it'll see us coming, but it won't be able to see them coming. Oh, that's fun.
Nothing's stopping us from going back up.
We're not going back up.
Just a suggestion.
We've gone past the deep roads.
How can you tell? It's pitch black.
I can feel it.
Chat, I hate this.
Show yourselves.
No. Not Snake.
Ren!
Not at all.
Barracus Bianca, but tri-barrel.
You deserved better. Ren never wanted this life. He was a cobbler, a good one. He joined the Legion to pay his father's debts. It kept his mother and brother from losing their caste. The poor and desperate here often sacrifice themselves for their family's future.
Ren walked into this with his eyes open. Everyone in the Legion knows their fate.
They're treated like walking corpses. It's wrong. Ren served for 10 years, and he was so full of life. The armor on these warriors. There's lyrium woven directly into the metal, and it's bonded to their skin. Impossible to remove, but I know what we'd find underneath. These are dwarves. Ren was killed by our own kind.
They don't look like any dwarves I've ever met.
Me neither. It just doesn't make sense. We've done nothing to them.
Man, I can think of one thing that we did.
I won't leave Ren like this. We must return him to the stone.
It's called trespass.
Thrust Tonsha Saroka. I'll see this through, Ren. I promise.
God, I love the Legion of the Dead.
Anything standing between us and the Titan will regret it.
I'm just gonna ignore it. gonna lie, if I go rogue again in another playthrough, I might do dual wield artificer, cause man, these landmines are just fun.
This is like the Wall of Memories in Orzammar, but ancient. Very ancient. The words seem based in Dwarven, but I barely recognize this dialect.
Can you translate any of it?
Only fragments. The language is very different from what we speak today. This word keeps appearing. Shah Brital. I believe it means revered defenders.
Alright, I'll be back, chat. I'm really gonna use the bathroom. I'm back.
What needs to be protected all the way down here?
Shot in the dark. A Titan.
Isatanal. Isatanal. Cut our tongues, entomb our bodies, watch over the Titan until it stirs. So the warriors who attacked us must be the Shabertal, and they're protecting a Titan.
Are you all right, Voltaire?
I can hear Ren's objections. Let's keep moving. If more of these memories exist, they may have the answers we need.
Alrighty, real quick. Thanks YouTube for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe. If not, that's okay. You can find my streams on FPS7 at Twitch. Bye bye.